Hello, I am here with a vlog. The first vlog in ages, I'm so sorry. Life. This is gonna be like a chatty packing vlog. It is what it is. We need to catch up, don't we? We need to catch up. I'm just in the boys' room. I'm just gonna see if you'll sit in this drawer here. Yeah, I'm just in here because I'm getting some clothes out for a little trip that we're going on. We're going to the Netherlands tomorrow on a ferry overnight, which is very exciting in and of itself because I have never slept on a boat. The boys have never been on a ferry, aside from like, the Disney ferries. Yeah, so that's exciting. And then we're driving from Rotterdam, where we get in, and we're driving to Efteling, which is a theme park, which is also very exciting. And we're spending 2 nights at Efteling, and then we are driving to Amsterdam for a couple of nights as well. So we have lots planned. The thing that I'm packing today is the boat bag. I've christened it the boat bag. It makes sense. Oh, I'm getting cramp. I went to the gym. Yeah, we, because we're going on the boat, we're taking the car so we can take whatever we want, but we need like a smaller bag just to take into the cabin because we've got a cabin on the boat. Yeah, so I'm trying to put that together. It's not massive. It's just like 4 outfits for the day after and nighttime stuff. But I'm just like laying everything out for the boys. Asa is also newly potty trained, so we have to take a bunch of extra clothes for him because we're not 100% there yet, but it's getting there. Yeah, so I just thought I would bring you along and we can enjoy this process together. And it should be relatively easy. We're all very excited about the trip. I'll tell you a little bit more when I'm packing the bag. The bag also, let me go get it. One moment, caller. So this is the bag that we're going to be taking as the boat bag. This is a Cabin Max bag. I have had a Cabin Max bag for a good few years now. They're amazing because they're the right size and rucksacks or wheelies, but we like the rucksack ones. We have one that's slightly bigger than this that Adam takes on work trips and stuff if he doesn't want to do checked luggage and just wants something easy. It's easier than a suitcase. We used it when we went to Disneyland Paris last time, so if you watch those vlogs you'll see. And I reached out to Cabin Max, who I had worked with previously, to see if they'd like to work with me again, because we have another trip coming up in October where we're going to Disneyland Paris again. That's a whole saga because we're having to fly from Edinburgh. I know, because it's half term, but we're flying hand luggage only with EasyJet. So EasyJet have got very small hand luggage sizes. When we flew with Air France, that was bigger, so we could take the other Cabin Max bag. This one is specifically sized to the EasyJet allowance. I'm sure that it would probably fit like other budget airlines as well, but don't quote me on that. It's really good on their website. You can kind of see which ones would fit in which airlines hand luggage allowance. So this is the 30-litre Metz bag. You can see there. And they kindly gifted me this one, so I'm going to give it a dry run, a wet run, because we're on a boat. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good chance to kind of see how this works. If it works for just like nights away as well, that would be really good. These are always good for like compression, so you can really like pack them, can't you? And then it's just like a nice big area in there, and just that properly like that. It'll fit into the hand luggage, but it doesn't matter for the boat. And then in the front, it's got a whole bunch of organisation areas as well. So yeah, I'm very excited to give this a go. I also like the colour. They let me pick which colour I wanted. Well, actually they let me pick which bag I wanted, and this was the one that I think made the most sense for us. If we like it on this trip, we might just get some more of our own so that we can have one of these size bags each when we go to Disneyland Paris. But that's beside the point. We're going on the boat first. So this is the boat bag. It needs to have, for each of us, stuff for the next day. So we're going on the Wednesday night, and then we arrive in Rotterdam on the Thursday morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So we need the clothes for that day, which is going to be a drive of an hour to Efteling, and then we'll be heading straight into the park. So we need to be kind of casual. The weather is looking alright. I bought myself a puffer jacket, like a small puffer jacket. I've got a long one that is like the standard black mum coat, you know, we've all got them. But I thought I don't need that for this trip. I want something like springy but also warm because it's still only April and I thought it was going to be cold. Actually, it's looking like 15 degrees most days. Started off chilly, but 15 degrees most days. So I think my puffer jacket might only be worth it for the mornings. But as we've got the car, I can just shove it in there and it's all good. I won't bother taking it in the boat bag on the boat because we won't need it on the boat. But yeah, it's going to be lots of layers and whatever, but it's fine because we can just take whatever. So in the boat bag, we need the Thursday outfits and we need nighttime stuff, so pyjamas and toiletries, which is fine, isn't it? And then the kids' iPads. Not going to take a Kindle, we'll just read on our phones. For kids' books, we also read the books that are available on the Kindles. I say iPads, they're Kindles. They call them iPads, but we're not that bougie. They have Kindles. Yeah, so we don't need to take like lots of tech or anything. And that'll be everything in there. Oh, and some snacks, because the kids want snacks and I don't know what boat snacks will be like. So yeah, let's go. And I'll tell you a bit more about Efteling. So the kids' room is like the brightest in the house. We've recently put these bunk beds in and taken all the artwork down, so that all needs to go back in. But it's quite a fun room, isn't it? It's got a nice rug as well, but it needs tidying. It's Easter holidays, man. We're going away, so who cares? So I've got the boys' pyjamas, matching pyjamas so they don't argue. I've got Eli a little outfit out there, and I've got Asa some trousers, tons of underpants, and a t-shirt there. I don't know about jumpers for the next morning. I'll take jumpers with them whilst we get on the boat, and then they can probably wear those again for the next day. I don't think they'll need them between getting out of the cabin and into the car and then to Efteling, and then they can get their jumpers out or whatever, coats, whatever the situation is with the weather when we get there. So I'm just going to pop these in now because I may as well. And there's that bag. Like I say, tons of space in there. Adam's obviously going to pack his stuff himself later on because he's a grown man, so he can do that. Yeah, but I'm going to pop these in and we'll see where we are. I'm in my bedroom now. So yeah, Efteling. It is a theme park in the Netherlands. It's an hour away from Rotterdam and an hour away from Amsterdam. It's kind of a triangle. And yeah, it looks really cool. I've seen it online for ages, like people sharing it, and I've watched a couple of vlogs and I was like, oh, we could go there. And then I researched it and we'd booked it within a day. It's meant to be amazing. It looks massive. We're staying on site at the Lunchland Hotel, which is like a fairy tale inspired hotel. Well, the whole theme park is kind of fairy tale inspired and fantasy inspired. It looks weird. It looks like it's gonna permanently scar my children, which I'm not against. It's that bad. No, it looks weird. It's not like Disney-fied fairy tales, so that's why it's gonna be interesting for them because they kind of just know fairy tales through Disney. So that's very exciting. First time going there. I don't really know what the plan of action is going to be for the days. We have early park entry because we're staying at one of their hotels, but I don't know. There's big roller coasters and there's lots of dark rides. So we're just going to take it as it goes. If we love it, then it's not too far to travel to, and it wasn't that costly because we're quite lucky we live near Hull. I say near, like we're in Huddersfield, so it's like an hour and a half-ish to get the ferry over, which works out. It kind of worked out a little bit cheaper than the flights would have been, but there's less travel in terms of if we'd have flown to Schiphol in Amsterdam, we'd have had to get a train, which Adam did for a work trip the other week, weirdly, to just near Efteling. And yeah, it would have been a bit of a slog with the kids and luggage and stuff. So we're actually quite happy that we're doing it by ferry and can take as much as we want, and it's in the car. Yeah, so we're very excited for that. So I've just got my clothes, I'll just pop them in. So I've got my pyjamas and my stuff for the next day there. Yeah, very excited to go and see what it's like and maybe add another theme park to our roster. I just connected this little microphone on because I can go get some stuff then, and I can walk around. You can still hear me okay. After Efteling, so we are in Efteling for 2 nights, 3 days. So we have the day that we get there. I'm just doing the toiletries back because that's going to obviously go in at some point, but I'm going to use the stuff in there tomorrow, so it's not going to go in tomorrow, till tomorrow. We're at Efteling for 2 nights, and then we go to Amsterdam. So Amsterdam is just an hour's drive from Efteling. I've been to Amsterdam before. Adam hasn't, the boys haven't, so we're very excited to go there again. Struggled to find a reasonably priced hotel, but did in the end. We're staying at the Q Factory, which is actually a music venue, but there's nothing on when we're there. And that looks fun. We've also booked to go to the Van Gogh Van Gogh Museum, and the Rijksmuseum, and we're hoping to do a canal cruise. I don't want to put too much on us to do whilst we're there, because we also just want to have a wander around, go to Vondelpark, just do some nice things for the kids and get some good food and stuff. But yeah, we're doing 2 museums, which is our culture part of the trip. Last time I went to Amsterdam, we didn't go to any museums, but we went to the tulip fields, which I did consider for this trip because it's the perfect season, but not this time. But we could do it again, maybe next Easter. You know, it's a decent trip to do during the Easter holidays. Yeah, so that's the second part of the trip, and then we drive back from Amsterdam up to Rotterdam and get the ferry back overnight on the Tuesday, and then overnight on the Monday, and get in on the Tuesday to Hull at 7 o'clock in the morning, then drive home. So overall, it's like drive to Hull, an hour, drive to Efteling, an hour, drive to Amsterdam, an hour, drive to Rotterdam again, an hour, and drive back an hour. So 4 hours driving for like that huge trip. So we're very excited. So I keep saying that. I feel like I'm nervous vlogging, like I haven't vlogged enough recently, and I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to vlog the trip, obviously, which is why I'm doing this kind of warm-up vlog, so that you've got something to remember me by, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, Kim. Yeah. So I think that is pretty much the boat bag done in terms of clothes for me and the boys. Like I said, the toiletries can go in tomorrow. We don't really need much else for the night, do we? I'm going to have forgotten. Medicines. We may need medicines, but I would put together a medical kit anyway, and that can go in the boat bag. And then if we get to Hull and I remember something, then I can get out the other bag and put it in. Not that I've packed or anybody has packed the other bags. The bags are still in the loft. We go tomorrow. We've got like 24 hours before we leave, but it's all good. It'll be fine. So that's our little Easter trip. So you can follow along. I will be vlogging, like I say. There'll be a vlog, a travel vlog, but I'm not going to do it like, I'll do like travel day, but it's going to be more like how to travel to the Netherlands on the ferry and get to Efteling. And then I'll do either 1 or 2 Efteling vlogs, like to show you around the park, see what it's like going with kids, see what there is to eat. I don't know what it's like. We'll do that. That'll be another vlog. And then the next vlog will be Amsterdam with kids, because I think Amsterdam has that reputation, doesn't it? Not that the time that I went to Amsterdam, we didn't see any of the reputation part of Amsterdam. But yeah, Amsterdam with kids is a little bit different, so I'd like to show kind of that side and what we get up to with the boys, and what there is to eat. I expect there's going to be a lot of chips, a lot of fries with mayonnaise. Ace's favourite anyway, so that'll be fun. And that will be kind of the vlogs, so I won't do like a travel home day, because that'll be a bit boring, won't it? Unless, it might be quite a picturesque drive. Maybe I'll do like just an out the window kind of vlog. We'll see. But I hope you come along for the journey. I'm going to chat to you about the business now, so let's go back into my office. And there we go, I'm in my office now, sat at my lovely desk. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen me talk about how the business isn't in the best place at the moment. It's a variety of things, and if you want to hear more about it, there's a carousel post on my Instagram that kind of goes into a bit more detail. But basically, things are tough for small businesses at the moment, and I have not been immune. I have 2 small businesses. I have a product business and a creative studio where I do web and brand design. And things are slow for everybody. Things are slow on the product side. People don't have as much disposable income as they did a few years ago. And personally, I can't dedicate as much time to the businesses as I would like, as I have been able to in the past, because I am the primary parent and a lot of my time is taken up with childcare. So I have 2 or 3 dedicated days per week to work. Which, when you're struggling with cash flow and trying to create revenue, is never the best, but it is what it is, and I have to like struggle on. Otherwise the business has to close, but I don't want to get to that point. So that's where the business is at the moment, and it's a bit of a downer. I'm not gonna lie, but I refuse to not do everything within my power to make the business work. So I have been working my little self to the bone. I have been working so hard to produce new offers for the client side of the business, generate new income in the finest imaginary product side of the business by reconnecting with wholesale stockists and being on it a bit more with the marketing as much as I can be. It's difficult, and when you're strapped for time, it's trying to prioritize what needs to be done. Yeah, it's been a challenge, but we have to, otherwise what happens? The business just fails. So I don't want to let that happen. I don't even think I'm employable. I don't think I'm employable. I'm 40 now, and I haven't had a proper job since I was like 27. Was it then? Or was I younger? Maybe 25. I don't know. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I worked for someone else. So I don't know how that works with references. I don't know how that works with, I don't know how it works. I don't want a proper job. It wouldn't work for our family anyway, because me being that parent that can be flexible means that I can be there when the boys need picking up from school in nursery if needed. I can be there for when they're ill. Neither of us have to phone into work ill, or like take holiday time for when the kids are ill. It works for flexibility around school holidays. So I need to make the businesses work. So that's my number 1 priority. Obviously, Easter holidays has kind of happened at the point where I was like, I need to really knuckle down and fix things. But yeah, I've done a lot the past couple of weeks, and I've got a lot more to do, but it just so happens that, holidays. And we booked a holiday. But yeah, it is what it is, and maybe I should share a bit more about that process and how the things that I've been doing. Let me know if you want me to talk more about that. Just leave me a comment down below. And yeah, I have some exciting work things coming up. I'm going to a couple of conferences. I'm heading down to London in a couple of weeks as well, which I haven't been to London on my own since before Eli was born, and he's nearly 6. So that's insane. But yeah, I'm going to be going down to London for a conference, and then I'm going up to Newcastle for a conference. I don't like networking. I don't like networking much, but I can network with friends and chat with friends and share things and all the things. Yeah, that's the business. That's what's happening with the business. So also, let's talk about fitness, because I am like getting well into fitness again now. If you'd known me for a few years since before kids, I used to be like a bit of a gym rat. I would be at the gym 7 hours a week at least, doing classes and sessions, like weight sessions. Since having kids, I've slowly, since last year, been getting back into it. So last Mother's Day 2024, I went to my first body pump for like years since before Eli was born, and I've been going consistently. I introduced a body combat, so I was doing body pump, body combat, and I've now introduced I'm doing a heavy weights session in the gym at least once a week, trying to get that up to twice a week. Fitting it in around kids is the thing. Like, Adam is really into exercise as well, and we have lots of free weights in the garage, so he does like workouts out there. It's by no means an outdoor gym. It's just a bunch of dumbbells and a bunch of plates, and he does what he can. And he's been like running and stuff. He's doing a 10k, so we're trying to like fit it in because we both really enjoy it. I have seen my strength grow. It's amazing. I feel like it's something just for me, and I am really enjoying being back on a fitness journey. I love it. I'm lifting heavier than I probably was before kids as well. Like in body pump, I am doing like 30 kilogram squats, which if you do body pump, that's quite a heavy weight. And like the gratification of being like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this after having 2 kids. I can do this after having a night of broken sleep. I can still do it over 40. Like, what? And I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm in it, trying to improve where I can with the fitness. So yeah, maybe that's something else you might want to follow along with. Maybe I should just do more of these like chatty catch-up vlogs. But anyway, I think I've been rambling on for at least 20 minutes now, so I'm going to leave it there. The next time you see me, we're getting on a boat. I'm on a boat. Oh my god, that's going to be, I'm going to piss Adam off so much because I'm just going to be singing I'm on a boat. Anyway, I'll see you on the boat. Bye!